Hello, beautiful souls. This is Julie with Heartspace, and we're here looking at your collective energy for May. Also, I have a couple announcements that I wanted to make before getting into the energy that everyone's going to feel in some degree, whether it's personally or if it's around you. This energy is going to just be around in the ether as the collective all month, all of May. But before we get into that, I wanted to just give a couple announcements that my Patreon is a go, and so we do have patrons already signed up. So please go check that out. It is awesome. There's a lot of different tiers, a lot of different things that you can get, and as the amount goes up, you get more of me through the month. So I send you tarot cards, or we can do check-ins to make sure everything's going okay during the month. And if you can't afford that, that's okay. There's a $1 tier where you get all of the love readings. So the love readings will no longer be on YouTube. The only love reading that will be on YouTube is for the birthday month of that month. Also, I'm doing a promotion on Instant Go where you can get a free question from me answered via text on the Instant Go app. Go check out my video about the free promotion on Instant Go to find out how to do that. It's only the first 10 subscribers get to use it, and it has to be people who are new to Instant Go. So if you're already part of Instant Go and already have gotten a reading, sorry. But if you haven't and you've been kind of inquisitive and wondering what happens, then go check out that video because you get a free reading with me. So go check that out. So let's call in the highest of light, the highest of energy to guide us on this reading, calling in the divine. What is the collective energy of May? What does a collective need to know for May? Okay, it just popped out like that. And it's actually 3. So we have life force, the snake. We have rainbow, forgiveness. And then we have the owl, awareness. Okay. Don't we need this every single month? Don't we need forgiveness, awareness, and life force every single month? Doesn't it feel that way? But this month in May, really focus on that individually for yourself, to keep yourself really solid, really strong, and also staying apt to what is happening around you. There's going to be a lot of shifts and changes happening this month. There's a lot of signs. I already did your monthly readings, and there's a lot of signs that are going to be doing some drastic shifts, some for really, really good, for the better, and some that are just transitional, you know, that idea of the tower, you know, the tower energy, things falling apart so it can begin anew. That's happening too. So really think of the life force within you, and with the snake too. The snake is a really misunderstood, you know, creature. I personally, I'm not the fondest of snakes, and I should probably learn to accept them more. But the thing is, a snake is a snake is a snake. It doesn't pretend to be anything else except for what it is. It doesn't play possum and play dead. It doesn't, you know, give you sweet little eyes to get more food. It's a snake. And if it's hungry, it'll eat. And if it's not, it won't. And if it thinks it's in danger, it will strike. All right, so that is something that we can take and also put into our awareness to stay very clear about who we are and how we react and act to others around us. Be true to yourself. In a way, be a snake. You know a snake is poisonous. You know a snake can strike. It's not a bad thing. That's simply who the snake is. If you don't want that to happen, then don't be around it. All right? But take those little nuggets of beauty from the snake of just being true to who it is. That's what happens. Now, with forgiveness, with the rainbow. For those who are struggling in just staying very clear with who we are and what you are, forgive yourself and forgive those around you. we're going through a lot. There's a lot of shifts. There's a lot of changes going on. Taurus season has been kind of crazy. We've got Chiron that just went into Aries. Holy cow. You know, we've got some major planets in retrograde. Saturn's retrograde, Pluto's retrograde. So we're having to rethink, redo all of these aspects of ourselves, and we just got out of Mercury retrograde last month. So there's a lot of this energy that is still floating around of just reiterating what we know, relearning what we need to continue on. And so, you know, just be a little gentle with yourself and with those around you. We're all going through it. We're all going through this antsy shift. Like, I want it now. I want it to happen now, but it's not happening, right? It's not, because you still have some things that you need to plan and the things that you need to get together. This cosmic shift that is happening is going to take a couple years, my friends. This isn't going to just happen, and it's been going on for some time. And even though I just said like a couple of years, it's going to go way past that. So up into 2020 and 2025, we are going through a ginormous energetic shift within our collective. And we are all part of it, and we're all feeding it. So are you going to feed it positively and be forgiving and aware of what's happening around you so that it's not a surprise to you when a snake appears in the grass, when there's a snake in the grass, where snakes are, right? So take all this in May, and really get yourself smooth, get yourself secure and satisfied in some degree of like, okay, I got this. I know I'm not completely there, and I know there's still a lot of things that I need to redo, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay. I can add some patience to it, and I can forgive myself for wanting more right now, when I know that I'm going to have the world at my fingertips if I just keep on my path. So keep that up. And also, just be loving. Be loving to everyone. Gosh, man, I have so many of my clients have come up and their hearts have been torn out of their chest. And I just want to reiterate that while you're walking through. And that doesn't mean be all googly and, let people walk over you. But like when you are saying something, even when it is in argument, even when it is in defiance, do it from a loving place. Have your foundation from there so that when you are speaking, it's your truth, but it's from a place that is good for you and for the people who hear. All right, so you don't have to agree with everything that's going on. Hell, most of the stuff, I'm like, are you kidding me? Did that just, really? What? How did that happen? What is going on with this world, right? But when I talk to others, even like when we feel that energy, it comes from a place of, I want to be better, and I want you to be better, so that we can rise up, so we can take our collective up higher. And the only way that's going to happen is if you come from that place of love, even in defiance, even in anger, even in confusion. Like, wait, I'm confused. Help me understand so I can move forward with you. See the difference between, oh, I'm confused. I don't get it. I give up. It must be stupid. What's that all about? No, stop that. Like, really, find your energy, find your life force, and let the life force flow through you in love, in honesty, in respect for you and those around you. And when that happens, that's when the real shift happens. That's when you can really shift into the gear that you need to go in. Is when you come from a foundation of love, of life force. Okay, so if you want a personal reading, find me on Facebook, email me, go to my website, find me on Instant Go. Go look at that video so you can get a free reading and become a patron. Okay, let's move on to our readings. Hello, Taurus. This is Julie with Heartspace, looking at the energy of May. Let's get straight into it. We're calling in the highest of light, the highest of energy to guide us on this reading, calling in the divine. What messages, energies, guidance does Taurus need for May? May of 2018. What is the energy? What guidance? Okay. Yep. That's it. Okay. We have the Page of Pentacles, 10 of Cups reversed, the 9 of Swords, 4 of Wands, 3 of Swords reversed, and the 4 of Wands is reversed too, and High Priestess reversed, Temperance, 3 of Wands, Lovers reversed, 7 of Pentacles reversed, and 5 of Swords. Okay, so there's a lot of cards here. There's a lot that needs to be said, obviously. Okay, and as you guys know, I kind of changed how I'm doing readings in that I'm just picking cards that are organic to you at this time, Taurus. So sometimes you're going to get a lot of cards, sometimes you won't. It's just what you need, and I'm sorry for the construction that is happening outside. I tried to wait until they were done, and then as soon as I thought they were done and started, they just started again, so I apologize for that. So I'm really drawn to this 9 of Swords in reverse because it keeps saying to me, have no fear, have no fear, have no fear. You deserve your happiness. It's like you feel guilty for the joy that you felt. You feel guilty for the happiness that you've had, and that in a way, like you don't want to tell people, and you don't want to tell people how happy you truly have been. Because you're afraid that it's all going to be taken away. And in some regards and instances, Taurus, I feel like it has been taken away. Not like stripped away, but like life has shifted. And so now it's a little bit more somber. It's a little bit more like down, let's get to work, let's get to work. And so you don't want people to know like how you're longing for something that isn't as it is anymore. And so it's like you're kind of fighting with yourself, like you had this love, you had this life that you had been building and creating, and you had it for quite some time, and now there's some just fine-tuning and tweaking, and maybe even some, your partner has something going on that is a little bit more difficult, and you have to be careful in the relationship. But it's this feeling of, I was so happy. I was so happy. And now I have so much work to do. And now it's so hard. But it's an ebb and flow of life, okay? It's an ebb and flow of things to come, so that happiness, that joy will come back. And it is still with you. And in fact, carry it with you now through what it is that you are going through. I do feel like it has to do with a partner, a friend, a sibling. And you have to work together to get, to solve this problem or to get through a situation that one of you is in. I feel more so that you are the supporter than you are the person who's actually going through it. And I feel that way because of this Temperance card here, that you're holding space for somebody you love, that you're holding space so that they can rise up. And because of that, you had to put some things on the back burner. And so it's causing you to think like, well, what am I going to do now? How is this going to happen? Like, I believe in my partner. I believe in this situation, this other person. But I have to sacrifice so much right now, and how is that going to really help me in the future? Am I really going to be happy again? It was kind of like the layout of this. And so with the 5 of Swords energy, it really is also, what is worth fighting for? What is worth it to you? Is this relationship worth it? Then stand up and go for it. And if this relationship that you're in is becoming too overwhelming and it's too much for you, then say so. You don't let yourself drown. Ask for help. Tell your partner. And this also could be romantic, but this could be work too, okay? This could be just a friendship, a friend who's going, who has cancer or has to get their appendix out and has to get, help, getting to and from the hospital. I see that like happening time and time again for you, Taurus, right now, is that like you have to be the person to take somebody and nurture. Okay, like or a friend who's going through AA even. But so yeah, you're there, you're helping out, but you're getting tapped out, and I don't think you recognize the true gift that you have given to these people around you. And by recognizing that and realizing that you have created a stability within somebody else's life is what will help you keep going. And remember to separate yourself after you're done with this situation. When you're done taking them to the doctors and you come back, cut that, and then take care of yourself and go work out and go play in the garden and go running and go laugh and have joy. Like, keep things in perspective and keep going in and out of these situations. Let it flow. Don't hold on to it. Don't hold on to the anger. Don't hold on to the sadness. Leave it there so that you can actually enjoy the joy and the happiness that is still part of your life. It's still there. And it's up to you to nourish those aspects so that they can grow. And what's so interesting about this situation is no one's showing up. Okay? No one's showing up. Maybe a Gemini, lovers, Gemini reverse, but no pages, kings, queens. No one's showing up. And so, since they are not showing up, this has to do with a real internal month, that you are the one who's giving, that you are the one who's the captain of your domain, and that you are going to be giving the most influence in your circles this month. So acknowledge that too. Acknowledge that people are going to be listening to you, that you will be the king, the queen, the page, the knight. You will be encompassing all of those roles. And people are going to be looking to you as their guide. Taurus, it's going to be an eye-opening month. It's also going to be a month where you're going to feel so much gratitude, and you're also going to feel like you're worth something, you mean something, which you do every month. You know that. You're amazing, Taurus, every month. But this month you're going to say, I get it. I get why I'm here. And that's really lovely. All right, so let's pull from the Mother Wisdom deck in honor of Mother's Day in May. Okay, Shell, listening. Yeah, so listen to yourself, listen to your heart, and listen to the people around you. When they say certain things, listen to what they are truly saying. Because I have a feeling that the people that you are going to be helping, that you're going to be a part of this month, they're going to say a few really key things that are going to change your perspective, and it's going to be up to you to acknowledge it. Okay, it's going to be so simple too. It's going to be just like, I hope we see the ocean. And then all of a sudden it opens up the ocean of emotion that you've been holding for so long, and the tides run in and out in your heart. So just stay open to what people are saying around you. Stay open to what is washing over you. And when you are listening to, it's not just listening to the words, but listen to the sighs, listen to the wind, listen to the water, listen to the rain. Listen. There's so much guidance just swarming around you to help you through this, that if you don't listen, you're missing out. Okay. So if you would like a personal reading, find me on Facebook, email me, go to my website, also find me on Instant Go, and become a patron on Patreon. Remember, listen to your heart, and the body will follow. Until next time, much love, joy, and blessings.